Every so often, a game comes along that speaks not just through its characters or combat, but through the land it inhabits. South of Midnight is one of those games, a southern Gothic action adventure that doesn't just dabble in regional flavor, it marinates in it. Developed by Compulsion Games and published by Xbox Game Studios, South of Midnight places players in the muddy boots of Hazel Flood, a newly minted weaver tasked with healing the world, not through potions or pot shots, but through confronting trauma, unraveling pain, and patching together what's been broken by time and sorrow. Let's get one thing straight. This isn't your average hero's journey. The game opens with a hurricane, a busted shed, and a daughter separated from her mother. That shed. Yeah, it'll break your heart before a single ghost does. Because South of Midnight doesn't deal in spectacle first, it deals in soul. Hazel's whispered hope that the shed is still standing? That's a gut punch anyone who's weathered southern storms will understand. Set in a magical version of the Deep South, the game blends Cajun and Creole folklore with a stop-motion visual style that's equal parts eerie and enchanting. Haunted bayous, looming manors, and rusted back porches all feel lived in and loved, or maybe mourned. It's a place of history, hardship, and haunting beauty. And it's in this setting that Hazel begins her journey, not just to find her mother, but to become something greater. A healer, a protector, and sometimes a reluctant therapist for the dead. Combat is where things get a little stickier, literally and figuratively. Early fights are slow-paced and basic. You swing magical hooks, trigger abilities tied to sentimental objects, like a childhood doll, or a bottle that captures sorrow, and unravel angry spirits known as haints. Sounds cool, right? And it is, for a while, but the repetition creeps in. Combat arenas feel formulaic, enemies are spongy damage dealers, and the unravel mechanic, while thematically rich, can turn into a clunky camera dance that has you staring at walls instead of foes. You fight to fill bottles with emotional anguish, then bring them to bottle trees to heal corrupted spaces. Rinse, repeat. It's a loop that, while beautiful in concept, grows mechanically tiresome. Then there's the exploration. Gorgeous, yes. Filled with lore and lovingly crafted details? Absolutely. But light platforming and puzzle solving are stripped of challenge. Everything feels like it's been roadmapped for you. Press this button, clear that branch, grab those floofs. It's more of a guided tour than an invitation to play. Still, for every moment of gameplay that underwhelms, there's a narrative moment that absolutely soars. Hazel is an outstanding protagonist. Voice actor Adrian Ray delivers a performance full of grit, humor, and heartbreak. Whether she's whispering to a ghost or throwing sass at a spirit, Hazel feels real. And her interactions with side characters like Mrs. Pearl, Itchy, and the catfish make the South feel alive and deeply personal. The writing never shies away from the heavy stuff. While it doesn't always address the legacy of slavery directly, it explores the aftermath, generational trauma, cultural resilience, and the myths born from survival. Some may see this as a missed opportunity, others as a respectful reframing. Then there's the music. Composer Olivier Derivière delivers a layered, living score that weaves New Orleans jazz, Delta blues, and children's choirs into a sonic masterpiece. The way the music builds and shifts with your movement and actions is mesmerizing. It's more than background noise, it's part of the narrative. And let's not forget the art direction. Stop-motion style animation brings a unique texture to the world. It's strange, sometimes unsettling, and completely fitting for a game rooted in folklore and fear. You'll move from nightmare thickets to glowing ruins, never quite sure what's around the corner, but always wanting to know more. But here's the truth. South of Midnight is a game that's easier to admire than it is to play. Yes, the combat drags. Yes, the puzzles are shallow. But every time you think about walking away, the game whispers something poignant, shows you a bit of broken beauty, and pulls you right back in. You'll help spirits find peace. You'll collect stories soaked in pain and perseverance. And through it all, Hazel remains a beacon not of perfection, but of relentless, quiet strength. There's a line late in the game that perfectly captures its heart. These creatures aren't monsters. They're just waiting for someone who cares to come along. It's a sentiment that lingers long after the credits roll. So is South of Midnight a perfect game? No, but it's a profoundly human one. And in a medium that so often sacrifices soul for spectacle, that's worth celebrating.